Hey everybody, this is Maggie Tea Maker, aka Claudia, and my shit is real. Okay, so I'm just walking around my house and stuff so I can relax and talk about this tough subject because it's very tough for me. Because I think to me, it's not most of the saddest things, but eventually it affects people, certain people, black women. And it's hard for me to talk about it because to me it's a serious matter. And it's just an opinion I'm making. So if anybody gets mad off of this, and I know I'm going to get backlash for this, I apologize, but I don't apologize. Now, on the subject of black women or dark-skinned women, mostly dark-skinned women I'm talking about, because not every black woman goes through the same thing. Dark-skinned women get teased a lot. They get pushed to the back, and and we as black women get pushed to the back, and we're never considered as first. And to me personally, I don't think that, and this is just an opinion, I don't think black men really, not all black men, but most black men these days don't really protect us or care about us or anything. And there's other races too that don't really feel us in a good way either. And apparently the music videos and all the twerking videos and the way they portray us on television doesn't really shine a good light on us. So that's why we don't get the respect that we deserve. And that's what made me afraid of dating, because, we get such a bad rap. And people look at all of us in the same way and tend to treat us badly. What I find is that most of the time when black men have they get involved in sports and they become superstars and they make $1 million, and this is nothing against anybody else, and I'm saying this with all my heart. People choose who they choose, and everybody deserves to be who they want to be with, and if that's what you want, God bless you. But it's just that I just feel like we never catch a good break. People think we're bad. We're whores. We're drug addicts, prostitutes. Every bad thing, it's like a stigma. And black men always make comments like, well, she is angry all the time and she's always on my back and she doesn't understand me and she's not submissive. And that's why I can't deal with her. You can't talk to her, and she's ignorant and she don't listen to what I have to say, and blah, blah, blah. And we don't like weaves. We don't like hair extensions, anything like that. And then when the black women take off her hair, take off the extensions and hair and stuff like that, oh, your hair is too short or it's too nappy, whatever. Okay? So we can't win. Then we have the other race, and we have, okay, so now we have the white men now, which of course, not all of them are the same. And I'm not saying that, and not all black men are the same, but all men are the same in general. And, and I remember I have a lot of friends, a lot of white friends. Most of them, they're mostly all of them, and I didn't choose them to be white. It's just their soul, they're good people. So I'm not a person like that. I like people for who they are, not for what they are, whatever. And I was told they were told that only thing that a black woman is good for is for fucking. And when you do that, don't go any further with them. Get it done and leave. And don't let anybody know that you did it, except for the people that are doing the same thing. So I don't know if you can tell, but this is a hard subject to talk about, so that's what it is. It's like I just feel like that's what made me scared of dating, because I didn't want to be treated that way, because I'm not a twerker, I'm not a drug addict, I'm not a whore, I'm not any of those things. I'm just a person, a woman, and it's hard, man. It's hard. And I'm not just only talking about me. I'm just saying in general, like, dark skinned women get treated so badly when they do things to themselves just to get accepted. They bleach their skin. A lot of people look at me and say, "Oh, you're not dark skinned. You don't understand what we're going through. You're brown skin." What the fuck is the difference? I'm black. And I'll forever be black. And I love being black. And I wouldn't be anything but black. I don't want to be anything else. I'm so happy God chose me. And not because I wouldn't want to be any other race. But I'm black. So I love being black. And that's all this. I can't think of myself being anything else but that. So, but it's just hearing negative things that are not true. Sometimes these people, sometimes these black women do acting. They have no choice but to take these roles. They take roles of prostitutes, drug addicts, and stuff. Some of us are, some black people, most black people, or like about 92% of black people, are forced to live in poverty. So, because they're not given the opportunity to, not to say that we couldn't get it, but it's just that, let's face it, it's true. And we're forced to live in poverty. Like myself, I was very lucky to not ever live in poverty. My parents were educated and stuff, but they struggled. They lived in poverty, so we wouldn't have to. So they worked hard to get to where they are. And they never made us live in poverty. We always lived well. And, but, this is a very sore subject with me because, like you hear so many things on TV. Your own black man reject you. And then every other man in every country and everywhere around the world, they all reject you because the black woman is dirt. She's below the barrel. She's uneducated. All she does is have children. Most of the time black mothers have to do what they got to do to feed their children. Work 3 jobs, mop people's floor, clean people's house. All types of shit. That's a mother. It's not a matter of you have an education, that you have an education, you're a doctor and a lawyer and you made it and you're making millions of dollars and you can feed your kids. Yeah, that's a mother too, but a real mother is somebody who do things and take jobs that are beneath her just to make sure that her kids eat and she don't. That's a mother. And that's a black mother. My mother's a retired registered nurse, but she worked hard to get where she was, to get the respect, to be the most respectable nurse in New York. It's hard to talk about this because, all a black woman want is just to be respected, treated as like valuable, like they're in value, and they see the dark-skinned woman as a trash, garbage beneath the barrel. And and then sometimes you have your own if your own black man just turn on you and go elsewhere because other women are better, according to them, better than the black woman. And the black woman is the most loyal, beautiful person in the world. They're just misunderstood. I'm often misunderstood. And I don't think it's fair. That we're treated that way. And we're not considered as beautiful. Not even by our own men. All we have is us. All we have is me. So, I don't know where I'm going with this. But I just think it's sad. Because something happened to a friend of mine, and that's what made me do this segment. And among other things, I've thoughts that I've over. I have to take a break. Hold on a sec. Okay, I'm back. I just sit down in the chair. So the chair is kind of rickety, so I didn't know whether I was going to fall down or not. But yeah, I just think it's not fair, and that we're considered the bottom of the barrel. Music videos, and it doesn't matter. We might as well do music videos. We might as well be strippers, because even if we're educated with degrees and own our own business and all that stuff, will still be considered as trash. Garbage. Nobody wants to be with us, because if you get caught with a black woman, you ruin your career. You're not looked upon as the greatest, So, in order for a black woman to have a fake relationship, but a real solid relationship, I believe she has to have a lot of money. And then she's just like the Williams sisters, the tennis sisters, Serena and the other sister. I can see why they date white men, because their own black men don't want them. And then now when they marry or date out of their race now, black men are mad. Why are you mad? You didn't want us in the first place. So when we go on the other side now, you get mad. You do the same thing. I don't get mad when that happens. I just say it is what it is. But I don't blame Serena and her sister. I don't blame any woman. But then again, you have to be careful too, because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes that shit is not real, It just takes them to have millions of dollars to even be looked upon from anyone, I'm just saying. It just seems odd. Oh, it makes me feel bad. That's the way things are. It's life. Women did, just like Cleopatra. Cleopatra was black. They made Elizabeth Taylor play her part. Betty Boop is a black woman, and they made her into a white figure. So it's tough. And they said the black woman will always be the last person on earth, and black men don't respect us. All men don't respect us. It's hard, man. It really is, because we don't deserve that, but it is what it is. So, and I don't see anything changing. So the only thing we as black women have to do is keep working, making our money, look after our children, and fuck these people and fuck these men. Let them go. And then when they find out that they missed out on something, it's too fucking late. Good night.